Avengers! Hi guys, welcome to Rock and Roll Nerds, and we're going to be doing our review on what we thought of Avengers Age of Ultron.
Oh yeah! We literally just seen it, what, about half an hour ago?
Half an hour ago, it's fresh in our head.
Yeah, it was released Thursday, it's now Friday, so I think it's pretty clear that we're good fans of this kind of shit.
Absolutely. Before we get into it, it's spoiler filled. So if you haven't seen the film yet, if you have not seen the film yet, do not watch this. Go watch the film, see what you think, come back and see what you think of our review. But do not watch this unless you've seen it.
And if you haven't seen
You've
the first
been
one,
warned.
what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Watch the first one first.
To be honest, if you haven't seen the first one, you're probably not going to come and watch this.
Yeah, well, you're no longer a YouTube channel, get out, right.
So yes, we'll kick it off.
Yes.
What's your first overall thoughts?
Of the whole film in general, just awesome. It lived up to all the hype that was, surrounding the whole film. Still kept a few little... I'm not going to say it was predictable because it was but it was a typical Marvel Avengers story of like, good guys, oh no, there are bad guys here, we're going to kick his ass, But there was a few little tips of the hat and things that people weren't expecting and cameo appearances. So yeah, it was exactly what you'd want from an Avengers movie.
Yeah.
So, no one left disappointed.
Yeah, I loved it as well. I just think the whole story is on par with the first Avengers film. It was just certain bits was like, yeah, I was expecting that, and other bits I was thinking, oh, well, I was not expecting that. It had a really good story to it. It had the right comedic moments that it needed to. It had the right brilliant action scenes, and even when the serious scenes come on, it still made you pay attention.
Captivated you.
Yeah, it still made you pay attention. It didn't get boring and it never lagged. It was like one big action scene.
It was great that there was no dicking about. It was pretty much literally straight into the action. A lot of that the battle scenes you see in the trailer are from that first.
Yeah, I mean the money shot, as people have been coming to call it, when they all
in the woods in the snow,
when they all fly over, all six of them. That was in the first minute of the film.
Yeah, I did think
you just kick in with it. They don't fuck about.
It was halfway between there, like it was literally introducing each character, kicking ass, then that bit, and then they carried on.
Yeah,
but it was one of those like cheesy moments. Okay.
Yeah, it was good. So yeah, obviously it started off with them infiltrating von Strucker's lair to get
Hydra bases.
Yeah, obviously, as far as it looks like, for the last 2 years or the last few months or whatever they've been clearing up last bits of Hydra.
Yeah.
And this being one of the last ones they're doing. So yeah, they went there to get Loki's scepter. Obviously, you get introduced to the twins, with being Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, which again play good. The accent. I think she did the accent really well, but I don't think that Aaron Taylor Johnson's accent wasn't great, but hers was alright. I did like hers. Hers felt a bit more natural.
With Aaron, you say?
Aaron Taylor Johnson didn't do it as well.
Yeah, well, Kick-Ass for those.
Yeah, Kick-Ass for don't know.
Yeah, it was kind of like, this isn't a believable... Well, it was a believable character, but he's obviously putting the accent on. It isn't a German accent, it's been put on. But yeah, nothing against the guy.
He did that come?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it did a good part.
Like I said, it got us in really well. Really good first action scene. Then you get the party scene, which again really good. You get more development to the characters as well that you don't expect.
Yeah.
Obviously, this thing with Bruce Banner and Black Widow is starting to
a bit of romance,
but yeah, it works. I think it works.
It does. It was one of those things where I was kind of watching it like. Everybody thought, right, there's a thing between Hawkeye and Black Widow, and there still is, but it's purely like a bro-sister relationship.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when I suppose when you really think about it, of all the dudes that she could have hooked up with in the Avengers, obviously going to be Thor or Iron Man. Captain America could have been...
Could have happened, and in certain comic books it has happened.
Yeah, but because what I took from it really was... they all have their love life, like they mentioned Jane with Thor obviously, and Pepper with Iron Man. Yeah. I did think with this development between Banner and... what was her real name, character name in it?
Natasha.
Natasha, yeah. What the hell happened to Betty? Because
that's the thing. I think Betty's just. I think she's
in
long
the past.
Gone. Yeah,
now,
I think she's long gone.
I think, in a way though, I know. In another spoiler, which we're fasting forward to the end, it's they seemed at one point like, yeah, let's run away together, but Bruce kind of goes, no, I can't do this to her, because he still feels that he's ruining her life, so he fled for the while.
Yeah.
But in a way, it's exactly what he did with Betty, so I'm thinking, is Betty still always going to be his true love?
Yeah, we'll see.
Because she's the pivotal love life in the Hulk story, so this could be just a side note on the Avengers story.
Yeah. So we got the party scene. Ultron eventually introduced himself.
In the flesh.
In the flesh. A little bit of a battle scene came out there. It was pretty good. And then after that, it kind of.
The ball was rolling.
The ball, it basically got the ball rolling. You found out that Ultron can actually pass himself through the internet, basically, and through technology. He doesn't have his physical being. He can create anywhere he wants, basically, which was a pretty cool. But it's a way of not tying him down.
Weakness, I suppose. Even though he's connected to everything, pretty much has the internet inside his head. He can never be. He always claimed that he could be everywhere at once, and he kind of could. But it was always like it was never. He took over his army all at the same time. It was like he'd switch between them.
Yeah.
So if he's fighting Iron Man at one point, if he's like, oh shit, I better check on this, it wouldn't be like there's two Ultrons. He'd literally leave that.
He could go from host to host.
Yeah. So it wasn't like he could be everywhere at once, which in a way kind of created his downfall by the end of the movie.
Yeah.
So.
But obviously again the action scenes kept rolling on and everything. The story kept going on. Then we had the scenes with Ulysses Claw, which is Andy Serkis' character. Mm-hmm. He gets his arm cut off, which is good.
Because he wasn't in it as much as I thought.
No, he wasn't. But I think it's a cameo. Obviously, he's a bad guy for Black Panther, and he's called Ulysses Claw, and he ends up getting that special claw thing. Obviously, Ultron cut his arm off. We got that bit, and that's when the twins really got into their stride of beat. They basically picked the Avengers apart piece by piece, and Black Widow. Scarlet Witch just got inside all of their heads, and they just fucked them up basically.
It really developed that she. Nothing
she's a lot more powerful. No, but she's powerful.
Yeah, for like 20 minutes of that, it just showed how much she fucked with the Avengers.
Yeah, it was like a good 15-minute scene of like going from character to character of what the hell's going on in their head once she's done the little.
Yeah.
One thing I did like is that she tried to go for Hawkeye and he didn't let it happen. I was like, I like that because they're giving him more of a story arc now, because basically saying I ain't doing that again because I spent half the other film.
I was the bad guy in the first one. So
not doing it.
It was interesting in the sense of it wasn't just they brought back bad memories and they had to like shake it off. It was literally they had their own paths. At some point, Thor fucked up for a while.
Yeah, Thor went on some kind of spiritual quest type thing to figure out what these visions were, which I assume is going to lead into Thor Ragnarok.
Well, he found out about the Infinity Stones.
Yes, basically, he found out obviously he's figured out the Infinity Stones and what's going on. Then, obviously, after they picked him apart, they had to go to a safe house. Now, this is something I did not see coming. Hawkeye has a family. He's married, he has kids, he's got a third kid on the way, and they've got a little safe house that only him and Nick Fury know about.
Obviously, he was in it.
He later on. But that was good. It was a good way again to develop the character, because I feel like we didn't get a good character we got a good character in Hawkeye, but we didn't get a developed character in the last film.
It didn't thicken the plot.
Yeah, it was a good character, but it needed more thickening. Yeah, and I think in this we got a lot better character in Hawkeye because we got more of him.
Well, yeah, you get more attached to it. It was one of those things. If he died in the first one, it'd be like, well, yeah, okay, he's an Avenger, but they can continue and.
Yeah.
You don't want to say that you didn't care for him, but now you have something to care about.
Yeah, exactly. He was the least popular character, but now he's more popular.
You don't want him to die because the first thing you're going to think is, what about his family?
Yeah.
But on the flip side, it's now, if anybody finds out that he's got an actual family, it's a weakness.
Yeah.
So it could just go both ways with it.
Again, with the when she's picking him apart, the Hulkbuster Hulk scenes.
Oh, awesome.
Incredible. I mean, the little clips that you see on YouTube are about a fifth of the actual fight.
Yeah.
It was a really good fight, really good battle, and it was just good fun to watch.
Yeah. I was worried at some point that Iron Man's... Because he's pretty much like the icon of the Avengers, I did think they're not going to weaken Hulk here by having like Hulk, obviously this monstrous, unstoppable thing. I didn't want it to be like, well, if Iron Man stepped up, easy peasy. It weren't that at all.
It weren't easy.
Iron Man was getting his ass kicked for the majority of the fight. But, he still gave it to Hulk, and it wasn't until that he pretty much knock Hulk's tooth out. You thought, alright, okay, it's on.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry.
It's like, oh shit, he's fucked up. Yeah, Hulk's already angry, but you piss him off while he's angry.
Yeah.
In for a bit of a bad day.
So yeah, I mean, further on in the film, eventually they found out where Ultron was hiding. He's back at Strucker's lair, and that was in is it Moscovia?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. But
some Russian place.
Yeah, basically he's gone back there. He's got to get his final form together, getting all his Ultron bots put together. He's got Black Widow imprisoned.
Yeah. Which seemed a bit pointless.
I thought to myself, there's a reason, because I think he obviously wanted her to be there so they would come after her.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, because
even though they would have
come after him anyway, but I think he wanted some insurance.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So yeah, that's fine. I didn't mind that. Then obviously it was the twins switch sides. They realised that Ultron, obviously while he's busy building the Vision, which again, the way they put the Vision into it, great. I think they did it justice, and it's difficult to do that with a character that's so, in the comic books, looks so stupid.
Yeah.
But they made it look awesome, they made it feel grounded and real, and Paul Bettany just owned that character.
He's a great actor anyway. It was one of them where, when Ultron first kind of was created, first thing he pretty much does is kill Jarvis. Or so we think. Yeah. Yeah, he just fucks him up for a while. And you can't, he just, in his head, after like, in a split second, seeing humanity and what the Avengers stand for and everything, just thought, no, they're not worthy enough to have this planet, kind of thing. But you kind of wanted to know what his plan was, and it was to evolve to a degree, not only for him to evolve, but get rid of humanity while doing it, and which was a great way to bring Vision into it. Yeah. He didn't want to create Vision as like
a secondary.
No, he wanted to
be
inhabit
Vision.
him. Yeah. But obviously Avengers had other ideas, and Vision became. Jarvis became Vision.
Yeah, basically they managed to steal Vision away from Ultron, take him back to Stark Tower, to the Avengers Tower, and basically they managed to create the Vision. Thor came back from his little spirit crest, and obviously finding out about the Infinity Stones and everything, realising that basically Vision is the reason that he can help us, kind of thing. So he basically electrocuted him, powered him up, and he was there. Vision appeared. And as soon as he was on screen, there was instantly like hush in the room as his presence. Like, obviously, a lot of us going, "Oh, Vision looks cool," but there's a lot of people going, "Who's this guy?" Yeah. And then obviously he comes out, he's talking to Thor. Then he gets his cape. He just literally looks at Thor.
Want a cape?
He goes, "Oh, like that." Cape appears. That was awesome. So they kind of go over there, talk. The Avengers talk to him and everything, figure out what he is, and figure out that he's definitely on their side. He's actually powered by an Infinity Stone, which is actually the one that was inside Loki's scepter, that was now inside the Vision. Yeah. And the scene with the hammer.
That was the favourite part for me.
That didn't expect that.
Because you didn't even see him walk over to the table. He's just, there you go.
Yeah, literally, this Vision picked up the hammer. So he's worthy.
It was weird because if you've seen the clips online, you might have seen where they're all trying to pick up Thor's hammer, and it's just that bit where Captain America
twists
and your Thor's face drops for a split second, like, oh shit, and you kind of forget about it, you think, oh, it's a comedy bit, and suddenly after the Vision's like huge speech, he kind of just goes, there you go, without thinking about it. All the Avengers' face was kind of everybody's face in the cinema.
Yeah, everybody went. I think I even went, holy fuck, he's worthy. He's worthy of picking up the hammer.
Even though everyone's face in the cinema was like, it still couldn't beat Thor's face of like, what does he mean?
It's got to be weird to him. He's going, no one's ever handed me this hammer.
Yeah, Vision just like fucks off, like nothing had happened. Yeah. Thor's kind of like, and the Avengers kind of look at him like, in a way, it kind of might have been asking the same question I was like, does he have to give up Asgard now to Vision? Because that's the law.
But yeah, that was good. Then they all charged off to find Ultron.
And fuck him up, basically.
Basically, the whole point is he got the vibranium, which is obviously what Cap's shield is made of, to create a meteor in this state, lift it up to a higher point, and then drop it. So basically, it's a big enough meteor so it impacts and destroys the entire planet. That is basically his gist, which is a good way
to destroy the world. Yeah.
If the Avengers weren't there, it wouldn't have happened. Yeah. But yeah, they get in. It's the massive fights and so obviously they want to get everybody out and everything as best they can. They're trying to save people as well as taking on all these Ultron bots. Obviously you've got Ultron just flitting between host to host, beating the crap out of them and vice versa. Then we've got probably one of the best action scenes when they're at the centre with the... But it's basically the bit that they don't want Ultron to get to. It's this plug
if he turns that off, the place
if he hits it, it plunges. So they're basically all surround that to make sure he doesn't get near it. And all the Ultron bots fly in, and they're beating the crap out. And just the action scenes that they put together there, with all going slow motion, everything's going around, they're just all in and out, just using all their powers, destroying all these Ultron bots.
Yeah.
It was an incredible scene. Really, like, you look at it going, I can't keep an eye on everybody. It's just fucking insane.
It was one of them where they do always kind of say blame Tony for a while for the whole Ultron thing.
Because it is his fault.
Yeah, but and he was there like, how are we meant to defeat him? It's kind of making an excuse for him to go, this is why I made Ultron, because how are we meant to do stuff like this? And their answer was, we do it together, as a team.
Yes.
That's the point of us.
Yes.
So he kind of felt like a bit, oh, right, fuck off then. And then he says it like, when Ultron's like, how are you going to beat me? Iron Man goes, together. And soon, everyone's kind of like, oh, alright, it's on. But it isn't until Hulk kind of goes, no! It's like, that's the start.
Let's do it. That's the green light to go.
I've gone green, so let's go.
Right, so yeah, that scenes were awesome. Then it kind of, after that kind of happened, it basically...
It starts dying down a bit.
Well, you kind of see them save it. Yeah, Nick Fury turns up with the old original helicarrier, which was awesome.
Yeah, to save all the civilians.
It was so cool.
Which, in my head, was thinking, is this the start of the return of the Shield?
Yeah.
Because I watched the Marvel's Agents Shield on Channel 4.
Watch it.
I'm pretty sure they're going to link, because at some point, when they went to the safe house, I'm pretty sure that safe house is in one of the first Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. things. And I'm thinking, are they going to be reintroduced to the fact that Coulson's alive? Because none of them know Coulson's still alive.
They're going to, I think number 3.
Yeah.
I think they're going to.
And with other things happening, there's a hero which I now know is called Quake being developed in the TV show. And I'm thinking, is this all going to link in that Coulson's going to eventually, like at the end of Infinity Wars Part 1 and whatnot, go, you need help, well I'm alive and I've got a new hero called Quake.
Yeah, exactly.
So...
But yeah, I reckon they'll do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's Quicksilver's thing I think we need to touch on.
Yeah, we will in a moment. We will yeah, so obviously we've got more fighting, all that kind of stuff. You've got Iron Man trying to hold up the meteor or keep it balanced. Then he's got the idea with Thor to hit it with the hammer at the end. He's getting close to that point. That's basically their end game. They're basically doing that so they can obliterate it in the middle of the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, then they're literally getting the last of the people off, and then Hawkeye goes back to get a kid.
One more kid, yeah.
And you think to yourself, are they going to kill Hawkeye off? Because I remember them saying they signed him on for a Civil War. So it's just like, or maybe they just lied to us.
I think they made you think that because he's got blood with the family. We really don't want him to die now. Are they going to take him away from us? So.
And I think before they decided to put him in Civil War, I think potentially that was where they were going to go.
Yeah, possibly.
And then the thing happened. I assumed that if Vision wasn't going to die, this character was. And unfortunately, just as all these Ultron goes by in the Quinn jet, fires a load of rounds of bullets. Hawkeye turns to save the kid and sacrifice himself, and then Quicksilver straight through, as quick as a flash.
He puts a car up, but in the process
gets shot down basically, and then obviously Hawkeye turns around. And obviously through the film you've had these two characters.
They had a rivalry.
You kind of had a rivalry and a bit of a banter kind of thing, old man, young man type thing. And then obviously you got Quicksilver just going, you didn't see that coming, and he's got all these bullet holes through him, and you're like, shit.
And Scarlet Witch, his sister, can sense it, and she
just snaps and screams and drops to her knees, and it obliterates all the bots around her.
It's like halfway through fighting, like, if I just scream, they all die.
Yeah, but yeah, it was... I knew that a character was going to die, and if it wasn't going to be Vision, I assumed it was going to be Quicksilver, and it was.
What was weird about this film in a way was, if you think about it, it's very similar to the original Pokemon movie, of how Ultron's created in the kind of Mewtwo thing. He goes away, creates an army of his own Pokemon, but he's got his own... His Ultrons are pretty much mini Iron Men, and then Mew turns up, which is Vision.
Yeah.
And then they have to fight.
It's the age old story, the Cain and Abel story.
Yeah.
It's the good brother, bad brother.
And the main Avenger, as we can all...
I mean, Vision was awesome.
Yeah.
And Paul Bettany just...
He's awesome. I'm going to take nothing from... I know he was just a voice, but James Spader is the man.
Wow. He made And AI is human as he possibly could, and it was awesome. It was so good.
He was. I think what I was expecting was just this heartless, cold robot, and he kind of was.
He was, yeah, but
he had emotion.
He still had this kind of Stark sarcasm on him,
yeah.
Because obviously he's downloaded kind of Stark's personality, and that's how he was born.
He's downloaded humanity emotions.
So yeah, he's got that sarky thing to him. But yeah, obviously you get all the bots beaten. They managed to obliterate the meteor just as they planned, and then you've literally got one Ultron bot left. The Ultron Prime, Scarlet Witch rips out his heart in anger, obviously because he's just killed her brother. And then afterwards, you got a little Ultron bot that he's obviously
his consciousness.
He's gone into, and it's just you have a little scene with Vision and the Ultron bot in the woods, just off the side, just having a little chit chat and everything. And he's just saying, "Vision, you're naive," and he goes, "Yes, but I'm happy to be in."
I was born yesterday.
I was born yesterday, and he's saying he's happy to be with humanity because beauty isn't something that lasts.
Yeah,
it's something you enjoy while it's there. And then obviously Ultron runs for him, and he just uses his Infinity Stone headpiece and just obliterates him.
It was a kind of... They are like the yin and yang, Vision and Ultron. And Vision's kind of... Ultron knows he's defeated, and Vision knows that too, but it's Vision's kind of explanation of, this is why we had to stop you. Because Vision kind of agrees, he sees his point, but Vision's like, this isn't the way. You can't exterminate humanity.
No.
Because... I can't remember what he actually said now. It was pretty much kind of saying, like you said,
they have their faults.
Yeah, well, when Ultron said they're doomed, Vision was like, yeah, humanity is doomed, but you don't decide when they end.
Yeah, it's like they'll decide that.
Yeah, by their own.
And they basically says, I am happy to be in their presence.
Yeah, it's when he didn't say it quite like this, but he pretty much said, yes, humanity will doom themselves eventually, but when they fuck up, they have the right to correct themselves.
Yeah. Which
was kind of what Tony was doing. Tony fucked up with Ultron.
And he's correcting himself.
Tony kind of gets a lot of stick when it was actually him and Banner. It was Bruce was in... I know Tony was kind of like, go on Bruce, join me.
Yeah, that's the thing. Banner was kind of reluctant, but he still said yes. He still did it.
Same with the whole Vision thing. When all the other Avengers, apart from Thor, when he turned up, were against some activating Vision. At one point I thought, Iron Man and Captain America are going to fuck each other up here.
We're going to see previews to Civil War.
Yeah, but the thing is, it wasn't like all the Avengers against Iron Man till Thor came in. Bruce was kind of like, no, fuck off, we're activating this. And he was pissed off with Scarlet Witch as well. He was like, you want to piss me off, bitch? I can break your neck without turning green.
Yeah,
so come on.
That was good. But yeah, the film obviously kind of finished off with a new Avengers headquarters and everything. Stark went off. Hulk has disappeared in a Quinjet that's stealth mode, so they can't find him. Thor obviously gone back to Asgard because that's going to set up for his film. Then basically the last scene you've got is Cap and Black Widow walking into the new foyer, training the new Avengers, which are obviously Scarlet Witch, the Vision, Falcon, and War Machine. Yeah, and they've all got Scarlet Witch got kind of like a new suit. Falcon's even got.
Well, he looked pretty much
the same, but he's got like red accents.
Vision just looked a little bit confused. I think he's not sure what his purpose is yet.
Yeah, but I'm either way, I'm glad he's still
there. This isn't what, because at first I thought this and I thought, no, of course not. This isn't like Iron Man and Thor buggered off now and the new Avengers team is America, Widow, Vision.
It's just
they've just joined.
They're training him up, which is why Infinity War is going to be so amazing, especially if Guardians of the Galaxy get involved as well.
Yeah, because the after credit scene
it was quick, but it was good. We'll get to in a second.
Yeah.
The one thing I liked at the very last scene was the fact that you, for the first time ever, you thought you were going to hear Captain America go, "Avengers Assemble," and he just went, "Avengers," and it finishes. Directed by Joss Whedon. I was like, "You little bastard! You bastard!"
Well, I'll tell you that.
Go on.
Yeah, sorry. When they were doing the Scarlet Witch dreams, the dreams they saw was, let's say, Thor was more to do with it. He thought it was letting down Asgard and all that, and Black Widow's was her training, which seemed horrible. Captain America's I found most interesting because he realised that he's a soldier and without a war he's lost.
He isn't. He doesn't exist.
Yeah. So when at the end pretty much the Avengers Academy, well, it is an academy now, I suppose.
Like training new recruits. So yeah,
he had a purpose. It wasn't like if there's not. He knows he's a soldier. He's born to fight in wars, but he does want peace.
Yeah,
and now he can train people.
Yeah, I think he's happy in his leader role now.
Yeah,
I mean, even Stark said that he's in charge. Everyone's just happy that when the shit's going down and needs someone to direct, everyone turns the cap.
When he's not, I think he knows when he's not fighting as a captain, he can be a general. Yeah, kind of thing. He can get General America.
So, General America.
Well, it sounds
so yeah, the after credit scene, mid credit scene, whatever you want to call it. It was short. It was sweet. And it still got me pumped. Again, it was another Thanos one. But this time, what happened is you basically see a door open and you see the Infinity Gauntlet in a good view. And he basically leans in and goes, I'm just going to have to do it myself. And he grabs the gauntlet, lances it on, and that's it.
But in his voice, though,
he goes,
do it myself.
Do it myself. Because obviously all these people that are trying to get the stones from in the past are obviously failing. So he's like, I'm going to do this myself.
Yeah.
Which is again going to lead in, I assume he's going to have a part in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and building up into the Infinity War.
In any film, voices mean so much to me.
It makes a difference.
Well, it's like, so when he grabbed that, it is that pump thing. And the same with Spader. When if you've seen The Blacklist, which I watch, is exactly the same character but as a supervillain.
Yeah.
And like
an intellectual bastard.
Yeah, like the trailer where he's just like, there are no strings on me. As soon as he says that in that voice, you're like, it's on.
And that's a Pinocchio line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, and
it shouldn't be cool.
It shouldn't be cool, but it is.
Like even the little things, like some he didn't kill. We won't go into too much detail because it's not important. But he doesn't kill a seemingly minor character near the start, and you find out why later. But it's just as one of his bots goes to fuck her up and it stops, he kind of just gives a and that's it. That's all that's needed, and you know that
there's a plan.
Yeah, but
and
just that seemed a little bit. He's still cool here. It's not like oh wait, don't kill her. We need her later. Just a not yet kind of thing. But he just pulled it off as a voice.
Yeah,
which is amazing.
He was just a voice.
Yeah.
So
good film.
Overall, I think we both really enjoyed it. It was an awesome time at the cinema. I highly recommend that you go and see it, whether you're a Marvel fan or not. We took a friend with us that isn't necessarily a massive Marvel fan, and he came out going, I love that, that was great.
Yeah, you really enjoyed it.
So, what a star out of 5, what would you give it?
I think I'll give it a 5.
I'm actually going to do that as well. It's our first 5. Yeah. And I honestly think it's on par with the first film. And
it is.
Avengers Assemble was amazing, so having it as good as that is a tall order. And it's got a lot of respect to it's as good as that.
It is really difficult, especially in this day and age, I know that sounds cliche, but whatever, to give films 5-star ratings, but...
Because everybody's got a problem with something, everybody's got a little niggles and that. But
especially with the internet now.
Yeah, it's like, but I think if you come away going...
That was awesome.
That was so good, and you just can't stop thinking about all these scenes and all these bits and everything, you think, well, you can't not give it 5.
Yeah, the recent events, you get your classics like... The classics that are definite 5 stars are like Pulp Fiction, Shawshank Redemption,
Star Wars.
You know, obviously the Green Mile, that kind of stuff. This day and age, recently, it's been the Avengers stuff,
Marvel films,
and the Dark Knight trilogy probably.
Yeah,
those are the two. Again. And every now and then you get a gem thrown in.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah,
Avengers lived up to the hype.
So yeah, Avengers: Age of Ultron. If you haven't seen it yet, we highly recommend it. 5 stars. It was absolutely incredible. We really enjoyed it.
It was awesome.
Yes.
Should we leave them at that?
Yes, we should leave them at that.
Okay.
So yes, don't forget to like, subscribe, find us on Facebook, find us on Twitter, and
comment below and all that stuff.
I'm pretty sure we will see you soon.
Cheers! If you're watching this at night.
Hi guys, thanks for watching that. If you like that, then please like and subscribe down below. Also, if you want to watch another chit chat, click here. If you want to watch another review or top 10, click here. And also, you can find us on Facebook. Cheers guys, thanks for watching.